Thank you very much. My name is Faris Jafrov. I represent Azerbaijan, the State Agency for Public Service and Social Innovations under the President of Azerbaijan Republic. And I am a deputy head, actually at the moment acting director of the Department for Electronic Services Development and Social Innovations. Today I will introduce Asan Khidmat. In some languages it's easy to understand as it's a Turkish. Asan, it means easy, and the Khidmat is a service. This is a one-stop shop service of Azerbaijan of providing over 250 public services from one place. I would like to give a brief information about Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is between Russia, Georgia, Armenia, Iran, and on the east part we have the Caspian Sea and the Turkey on the southeast, southwest, and the population about 9.5 million, and the country government style is a president republic. And the agency I represent at the moment is responsible mainly it has two main functions. The first function is about creating Asan service centers, which is unified management of Asan service centers and coordination of employees like working in these centers. So why I am going to present Asan service? Because as you know that today we are talking about e-government. So there is G1, G2 and G3. G1 is a physical, providing services from physical centers. G2 is providing the services from electronically from the portal. And G3 is about mobile government. So if you don't have a good foundation on G1, it's very difficult to have G2, because it's very difficult to electronize the service that you don't have a very good business processes. So we went back to G1 to build up a foundation, therefore created Asan service in 2012. And we brought 10 ministries and Ministry of Internal Affairs, Justice, Migration and other ministries under one roof and put one standards. As an organization, we are oversight their performance and the services they provide to people. And we give them trainings, we motivate them, we give extra bonuses. The better they work, the better the performance they show, they get extra bonuses from us. And a second function of state agency is to electronize, to measure and evaluate electronic services provided by 39 ministries, agencies and committees in Azerbaijan on annual basis. And we have Azerbaijani Electronic Service Evaluation Index. And last year we have given another function to evaluate information systems and resources in order to see that what kind of capacities and capabilities the ministers they have in order to integrate them. And then we give the feedback on the projects that the ministers they would like to do electronically. If we give a positive feedback, they can implement it. Otherwise, it will go back. This is our center. Asan in Azerbaijani, it's abbreviation at the same time it has a meaning. Asan, it means easy. At the same time it means Azerbaijani Service and Assessment Network. So we have public-private partnership. We build up a kind of shopping mall. We went from single window process to the one door process. I call it the shopping mall of public services. So when you enter to the centers, you can get insurance services, bank services, medical. Besides of that, you can get ID card, driving license, passport, birth certificate, death certificate, and all other 250 different services from one roof. And those are the services you can get from the Asan service centers. These are like, as we have uniform, there is no any difference. Before the police migration, they had their own uniform, but in our center, they only have one uniform. And the last year, we got a UN award for public service delivery, first place in the world. So being in 2 years times, we received over 10 million application and requests from different people. So we have 5 main principles of providing services. The first one is transparency, comfort, responsibility, gentleness, and efficiency. So if we see that the performance of our operators is going down according to our statistical reporting system, we start to analyze that what's the reason. Is it because of trainings? Is it because of the, they are tired working with people? We define the problem. Based on that, we make decisions. The comfort, it should be very comfort for citizens. At the moment, the citizen satisfaction is over 99%. So we have 1% as we are trying to make it 100%. And this is some of the photos of our centers. So people that get in, they don't want to go out. We are working 7 days in a week from 10 o'clock until 8 o'clock. And it's a kindergarten for children, the families, the parents, they come and they want to get a service, easy to leave their children here and to get the service and afterwards leave the service. And this is our network at the moment in the country. We have 9 centers in Azerbaijan, 5 in Baku, in the capital, in Peninsula. And we are going to open 2 more centers in 2 months' time. And by the end of the year, we are going to increase the number of centers. So we have a triple control. The success behind our, the reason of our success is a triple control system. We control the operators of ministers. They cannot do anything apart of the legislation. Whatever is written in the legislation, we oversight that they follow it. Citizens, they control us because we cannot ask any unlawful things to them. And so like it's a kind of triple control system, and that's why the system works well. And what we do, we create a confidence in public agencies, accessible public services for people, and we make it transparent. And this is the impact of Hasan Khidmat. So we are very famous on Facebook. We are going to reach to 400,000 followers on Facebook. We always request to any kind of comments or messages on Facebook. So we are very active on that and asking all questions. On Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, we have channels. And we have also buses. In the places that we don't have Hasan centers, we are traveling with buses, providing the same services in order to make public services accessible to each and single citizen of Azerbaijan, out of the main cities, in the regions, in the mountain areas, and everywhere. So far we have 10 buses, and it is well equipped. And we have provided over 600,000 services from these buses. And we have also mobile Hasan service, which is like intra-city service. We are providing this service free of charge to the disabled people and handicaps. At the same time, it's a VIP for businessmen. If they don't have time, they call us. We go to their address and issue ID card and passport at their address. And we have volunteers, over 6,000 volunteers, university students. They help us to provide these services to people. They help citizens to fill out applications. They show directions. They educate them, create awareness. And so far, we have 500 volunteers. And we have a lot of projects for them. And this year we launched Hasan Radio, which is the first radio in the world which is mainly specialized in public service information. Every Friday we invite ministers and citizens directly ask a question to ministers, that then they answer the question, and it is live on YouTube and Facebook. And this year we are going to bring 3 utility services in Azerbaijan under one roof as well, which is gas, water, and electricity. So we provide the service for them from one place. Okay. And in our electronic government, after creating the G1, now we are doing our best to promote our electronic government system as well. And we have electronic government portal, which is operator is a Ministry of ICT in Azerbaijan. And over 80 organizations are already on this portal and providing services. And after all, what we did, besides of the e-government, we created the portal for services in order to understand that how many services are available in the country and how many are electronized. So we went back again for creating the portal to show all legislation and all information about the services from this portal. And recently, today we launched a new website for our payment system. It is a specialized payment system for all fines, like traffic fines and etc., from one portal. I'll get like 2 minutes to finish up. And we have terminals in the centers. People, they can pay their fines and all other payments through the portal and the payment terminals. Like that. And e-signatures, we have two signatures. One is an e-signature, another one is Asan mobile signature at the moment. E-signature is provided by the Ministry of ICT. And this is Asan imza, which is, we are working with Estonian parts on this project, and it's very famous in Azerbaijan at the moment. The Ministry of Taxes, Ministry of Social reforms of Azerbaijan, they actively use Asan imza. It is mobile signature. You get like SMS. It is SIM card based. You get the kind of PIN code, and you enter on the website, and then you authorize your electronic papers. And we have around 400,000 taxpayers, and over 90% of taxpayers using Asan imza in order to send their tax declarations. And this year, what we did. In Azerbaijan, we gave all business licenses to one minister, which is a Minister of Economy. And then they are going to provide this physically from the Asan Center service. At the same time, we are creating the portal only for entrepreneurs in order to apply for the licenses and to get their licenses online. So by the end of the year, over 306 business licenses will be available electronically to people. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Faris, for this excellent presentation. Now, questions, comments? I have first question. What was the biggest challenge to put all those ministries together into one entity, to Asan? So, you know, ministries are always very different. Their organizational culture, how they provide services is very different in every country. So what was the biggest challenge to put them together and work as one?
Actually, yesterday I was discussing it with different colleagues from different countries, and they are raising the same question, that how you manage it, because it's very difficult. So there is a presidential decree that which services should be an Asan service, not all services. Year by year, month by month, and new services come. What we do, our approach is like that. First, we have to analyze the business process, input and output. Then we try to simplify. Like, simplification is very important, because if you see that a lot of documents are required, but some of them are already useless, there is no meaning to request the same papers again. So what we do, let's say if we see that, and after analysis that there are 10 processes, we minimize it at least to 3 processes. Apply. From the minister part, they analyze whether they can issue this document or not, and then the citizens, they get their the documents. And then it's easy to electronize it, because when you acquire and request 10 papers, it means you need to integrate 10 different ministries, which is very difficult. But when you simplify it, it's very easy.
Are they accepting your simplification proposals?
Sorry?
Are those ministers accepting your proposals?
Yes, of course. If it's a good proposal, they have to. I mean, it is for betterment the government services.
Excellent. Yes, please. There is a question. Just a second. Please use microphone for the translation purposes.
This is really impressive, your project and the results and the impact on citizens. I have a questions related to the time that a citizen coming to your center, how long does it take to get a passport, for example?
For driving license, it takes, to renewal driving license, it takes 3.50 minutes.
Minutes, not hours. Yeah.
For passports, we have different approaches. For 1 day, 3 days, and 10 days. And it has different payment. For 1 day, it's around 100 USD for 1 day. For 5 days, it is around 120 manat, which is 80 USD. Like, the longer the period, you pay less. But for ID cards up to 16 years old people, citizens, it's free of charge. But for others, it's just like 5 USD. and we are doing our best. At the beginning, we did a pilot. We didn't implement it to everywhere. Whatever we do, first we test it. If it works well, then we apply to other centers. At the beginning, we were serving only 3 regions in Baku, because we are evaluating, according to our analysis, after each kilometers and after 10 kilometers, people are not tending to come to the center, even for buses. Therefore, we made a new decision that our buses not stay in one place over 15 days. Over 15 days, no one comes to the bus to take a service. Like, there is a BI system behind these services, business intelligence system, and on a daily basis, we do statistical analysis, the performance of operators, and we have a stopwatch. How many minutes does it take for a citizen to get in the center, to get the service, and to leave the service? For driving license, I can tell you that it takes 8 minutes to enter to the service, to go through the security, to get your ticket, come to the window, take your photo, renewal, and leave the center. So for all the services, we have like performance management, KPIs. And recently, we have created corporate standards. It's around 400 pages, how we have to provide the services. And every time when we build a new center, we take these corporate standards as a basis.
Thank you.
Lessons learned.
Any other questions, comments about... It's marvelous centers, I have been there, so they do really fastly. So any other questions? If not, thank you very much, Faris, for this comprehensive presentation.